We love you.
Peter Piper the plantation owner told me the nigga to pick a peck of brick cotton. I said, Peter Piper the plantation owner told Toby the nigger to pick a peck of prickled cotton. Sally Sue with the sinister, seductive Anglo-Saxon eyes sought after Sammy to solicit sex, but couldn't accept being rejected, so she ran to her relatives to retort a wretched report of being raped, so now Sammy sleeps with seashells on the seafloor. Lily Livid Larry looks at Lucius with loathing every time he looked like he was starting to love learning or learning to love himself. Hard luck, Lucius, that's a lynching. Caucasian cops shot Tupac because they caught him coloring a caption of a corrupt Congress which conflicted with their conspiracy to keep all colored cats in cages. And they look at me with tears spilling from their eyes. In spite of their pride, they are sputtering like a water faucet that hasn't been used in 40 years. Their eyebrows are furrowed. Motocross speed bumps race across their foreheads. Their eyes hold back the pain of 400 leg cramps, marinating in urine and feces in the brick of a slave ship. And although they don't move their lips, their eyes look up at me as if they are pleading, will you hate them? And I pause. Not out of shock, but I pause because inside my mind, my emotions are a symphony of anxious musicians, each waiting for their opportunity to break away from the 4/4 Philharmonic and play their favorite flows in freestyle. And as I've danced through this life, I have heard the quick tempo of excitement strums. I have cried to the solemn sounds of the sadness cellist. I've let love play electric guitar riffs across my ribcage, but there is one musician who I have yet to let play. He is the organist who sits in the corner of my mind. In full tuxedo, cummerbund, and bow tie, he rocks back and forth anxiously, biting his nails to nubs, and those nubs to skin, and that skin to bones. He raises those skeleton hands high in the air, throws back his head, and cackles at the conductor. Will you hate them? And in order to give a more informed answer, I searched my history books, and they tell me the story of a blue-eyed white dragon which breathes destruction across everything it touches, an appetite for power so strong it couldn't be controlled by Seto Kaiba or sainted by 1,000 millennium items. My history books tell me the story of a people being bought and sold in cold blood, children stripped away from their mothers, fathers tarred and feathered, whether their fingers were withered or their backs were strong all day long. Their songs are the only thing strong enough to drown out the cracks and whistles of the whip, and with a sinister smile he asked me again, will you hate them? So I look at the world around me today, and I see Trayvon Martin start turning in his grave, just itching for an inkling of justice from any judge or jury that won't judge him because of his hoodie or call him a hoodlum in front of his money, because apparently any nigga that's cold at night must be out to rob somebody, right? Wrong. I turn on my TV and all I see is these self-proclaimed patriots persecute their own president because he's got just a little bit too much pigment to have all that power. Has nothing to do with his political prowess. Paparazzi on the prowl like panthers, looking for whom they may devour and crucify all competent competitors, tigers being nailed to the wood because they were just a little too good at the wrong thing. I see LAPD with their shoot on suspicion policy, school system sending students in cycles of poverty, black girls burning their hair of its personality because white folks are setting the so-called standards of beauty. And it behooves me to be pretty because white men don't like ugly. And he looks at me just a little bit more angrily and asks, will you hate them? So I close my history books and turn off my TV.